Hey everybody, I'm back. I know you're probably thinking, she just did a video not too long ago. Well, I had something on my mind and it was about um, the avatar, the silicone baby. Something came across my mind and it was like the do's and don'ts of, maintaining and handling your silicone baby. I know that this is my first one, and some of you are probably thinking, well, you don't have any experience with silicone, so this is your first silicone baby, so what would you know? Well, I've been doing my research. I've been looking at articles, I've been looking at YouTube videos of people who have a lot more experience than me, way more experience. But a lot of this is just common sense, too. So, remember Mordecai? Remember this little fella? Here he is, Mordecai. He's still sleeping, he's so cute. But anyway, I just wanted to share, mainly don'ts on your silicone baby. And a lot of it is common sense. And one of the main things I want to say is if you have small children and you have one of these in your house, um, you may want to not let them handle your silicone baby because kids can be a little rough. So you might want to just kind of monitor them or kind of supervise them when they're handling your silicone doll that you have, because you don't want them pulling on the arms and tugging on the silicone and pulling on it because you could rip the armpit part of the arms on the doll. And their heads are floppy. Um, you know you want to handle them like a real newborn baby. You don't want to just sit there and I've seen people just sit there and wiggle them and jiggle them around and just handle them any kind of way. Don't do that. If you want to keep this doll and maintain it, common sense, hold the baby's head like a real baby because it is silicone, it can rip, and you got to really be careful with it. Another thing I want to say is if you have pets, dogs and cats, you may want to put this silicone baby up. Silicone reborn baby or silicone avatar baby. Because I'm sure your dog would probably see this as a nice little chew toy. And all that money you paid for it, it'll be all for nothing. So make sure you keep your doll put away and out of the sight of your pets who would love this as a chew toy. That's another don't. I've also seen on some channels where, people that have experience with these vinyl reborn dolls and silicone reborn dolls that compare them. I've heard people say, don't let the vinyl touch the silicone. Um, I don't know what the significance is of that, but I mean, they have more experience than me, so I'm going to take their word for it, whether it's true or not. So, if that's true, don't let your vinyl babies touch the silicone on your silicone babies. Don't let them touch together. Um, if you put clothes on them, which I haven't changed his clothes yet, I'm still working on him. Make sure you wash them, especially if they're new, or even if you get them from a thrift shop and you want to put him in nice little, newborn clothes or whatever. Make sure you wash them so that dye, especially if they're new, won't rub off on his, silicone on his paint. Um, Also, I've seen on expert websites where they say, don't rub on the paint constantly all the time. You're taking and smoothing on their skin and you're constantly rubbing. Don't do that because you could possibly rub off the paint, especially if it's not a very, very good paint job. You know, most of these are good paint jobs, but some of them are better than others. But just make sure. I mean, if you can see where his paint is coming off of his nose a little bit. I noticed that when I got him, you know, and that's okay. I mean, it's okay. You could easily touch it up. Another thing, some people say bathe them. Some people say don't bathe them. I guess it's your preference. I don't have too much experience with that. So, me for my avatar, I will probably bathe him because he has a lot of fuzz on him and a lot of little particles that I keep, wiping off. So he needs a bath. I don't know if it's safe to use like a Johnson's baby bath wash on him. I don't know if that's safe. I mean, it's supposed to be for sensitive kids, supposed to be for sensitive skin, for baby skin. So it may not hurt this silicone, but I'm going to try it and put just a little bit of drop in water and see how it works. I've seen people use dishwashing liquid and soap to wash these avatars. And I've noticed that they don't rub them, really hard. They'll pat them when they're cleaning them, which is smart. And then I've seen people say, experts say, take a brush, a kabuki brush or a makeup brush, and just brush all the lint and stuff off of them. Some people will use like some kind of rubbing alcohol, which, I'm still learning how to maintain this, and I'm still researching because, in my opinion, silicone babies are very high maintenance versus vinyl. Vinyl babies, they're not that high maintenance. But silicone is. And that's fine. I wanted a silicone. It keeps me busy. But anyway, I just wanted to share those don'ts. And as far as the do's, take good care of your doll. If you're going to pay all that money for it, please take care of your silicone babies. Take care of them. Don't just buy them just to show or, just to show off to your family or whatever and just, treat them any kind of way. Because these artists who sculpt these dolls, they put a lot of time and effort in them. They put a lot of work in them. And, these dolls are not cheap. Even the ones from Amazon and eBay, they're not cheap. Especially if you're on a tight budget and you can't afford the $1,000, $2,000 ones, they're still not cheap. These dolls are expensive. And the artists put a lot of time and effort in them. So, be respectful of their time and their artistry, their gifts and talents, so that you can enjoy what they create, what they make. And just take care of them. Plain and simple. Don't let your kids, be rough with them and throw them all over the place and, hold them in such a way and jiggle their head around and, don't lay it around where your pets can get to them. Don't let anybody mark on them, draw on them. I mean, just, take care of it like a real baby, because they feel like real babies. And just be mindful of the oils on your hands. I've seen on websites and blogs and people talking on YouTube videos that even the oils on your hands can get on this silicone and it could cause like little shiny spots. I've also seen where people say keep them powdered, and then I've seen people say don't powder them all the time. So everybody's got their opinions. So, if you are new to getting a silicone reborn baby or a silicone avatar, if you are new and you're a beginner like me, the best I can tell you as far as advice on maintaining these dolls is just do your research. Watch the videos, especially of people who have experience with them. You know, try to Google some articles on how to maintain these dolls and take care of them, because they really are worth it. And this doll is precious. This doll is precious. But anyway, I am going to be ordering the rooting needle and the mohair to put eyelashes on him. And I'm also going to be ordering the paint and the glow powder to put dots on him and make him a little bit more realistic like the movie, so that he can glow in the dark. Probably freak out my husband and my grandkids. They'll be spooked when they see this thing glowing in the dark. Ooh. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And definitely going to take him out of this little Tarzan-like outfit. and put some baby clothes on him, you know. And hopefully maybe I'll find another type of little loincloth thing that's a little more Avatar movie realistic for him. Definitely gonna do something with the hair so it'll stay back. Probably put it, you know, in some ponytails, rubber band ponytails, so that it'll lay to the back and not be in his face. But yeah, I'm gonna fix him up. You know, I've just been so busy and occupied with so many things that I just haven't gotten around to him. But I have not forgotten, and I just wanted to update you guys on that. And I just wanted to talk to you about the do's and don'ts. And a lot of it's common sense, really. A lot of it's common sense. But I do have an article that I found online. It is called the Dainty Loft dot blogspot.com, and it's an article by someone. I think her name is Christy C. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, her name is Chrissy, or it's a he or she, Kris, and then the last initial is C. They did an article on what you need to know about silicone. So they're basically giving you a lot of pointers for those of you who are new to the silicone world. They're giving you pointers as to what to do with them, what not to do with them. And the article is really good, but it's called the Dainty Loft dot blog blogspot.com, and I will put that link or put that web address in my description box just in case you want to pull that website up and read it, for those of you who are new to the silicone world and want to know how to maintain your silicone babies. But anyway, I just wanted to jump back on here and quickly do that. It was on my mind. It kept plaguing my mind like, Miss K, you need to do a video on do's and don'ts on taking care of your avatar. And I had to come on here and do it. So, you can take my advice or you can not take my advice. I'm new at it and I'm a beginner and I'm learning, how to take care of these. So, and any advice you can give me on, as far as maintaining the paint and, keeping it clean or whatever, or whether I should bathe it or whether I should just take a, kabuki brush and just brush them clean or whatever, feel free to comment, because I'm still learning and, I could use some advice on keeping them maintained or whatever. But anyway, when I get all of my paint and mohair and glow paint to put in my paint to make glow dots or whatever, I will do a video on that, and most likely I will probably do a very brief video on rooting his eyelashes in so you can see. It'll be a first time for me, so I hope I do it right. I hope I get it right. But anyway, bear with me because I'm still learning. But anyway, I hope this helped you a little bit, and remember the website I was talking about where you can go get more information on how to maintain silicone babies. And I really appreciate you all looking at my channel. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share. If you have any advice or suggestions for me on this, feel free to comment. I welcome those comments that are very helpful. And I appreciate you. Thanks. Bye.